everyone! We're happy to have you back for another SAP Business One training session from Quaint. Today we will be focusing on a topic that is definitely underutilized in SAP Business One: dunning. In a nutshell, dunning refers to the collections of debts from customers. SAP Business One provides a dunning wizard for producing reminder letters. It runs through all the customers, checks all outstanding AR invoices and transactions that represent debt, and enables you to print and send reminder letters of different levels of severity. Let's jump in. Setup for the dunning terms can be found by navigating to Administration, Setup, Business Partners, Dunning Terms. The dunning term should be assigned a code and name. You should determine the dunning letter method. You can choose to send one letter per invoice, send one letter per dunning level, meaning that all debts for the same dunning level will be grouped into one dunning letter, or send one letter per customer. If you choose either of the last two options, a checkbox is available to apply the letter layout at the highest dunning level. You will see in the grid below that the dunning levels are defined with specific letter layouts. These can all be customized within print layouts. For each dunning level, you define the days after which the dunning level is effective. The value of the field is accumulative from one level to the next. In our example below, the Level 1 dunning letter becomes effective 30 days after the due date of the invoice. The Level 2 dunning letter then becomes effective 15 days after the Level 1 dunning letter is generated, and the Level 3 dunning letter is effective 5 days after the Level 2 dunning letter is generated. Within each level, you can also assign a fee per letter and a minimum balance required. You can also choose which levels to charge interest on if that is a policy that your business practices. There are some further settings related to interest and fees below, but one to point out is automatic posting, where you can choose to automatically post interest and fee, interest only, fee only, or neither when creating dunning letters for the customers. If you choose to automatically post interest or a fee, a service invoice is created during the dunning wizard that posts the interest or fee. Please note that letter fees and interest require additional GL account determination setup, so be sure to work with your financial team to determine those configurations. Dunning terms are set per customer. You will want to navigate the Business Partner Master Data, Payment Terms tab, set the dunning terms. Here, you can see that our standard dunning term is selected. You can also choose the automatic posting of fees and interest on a customer-by-customer basis. It is important to note there is also a general setting that allows you to define a default dunning term for customers system-wide. Before we begin the dunning process, there are some additional system settings to consider. On the Business Partner Master Data, Accounting tab, General sub-tab, you can define if you wish to block dunning letters for a specific customer. Now, let's drill into an existing invoice for this customer. You can also choose whether or not to exclude specific invoices by selecting the Block Dunning Letters checkbox on the Logistics tab. Print preferences, For a report, Dunning Wizard, you can also define the default email subject and body if you are choosing to send dunning letters from the system via email. Now that our setup is complete, let's see what it takes to run the Dunning Wizard in SAP. Navigate to Sales, Dunning Wizard. Click Next on the introduction screen. Step 1, we'll choose to start a new dunning run. The system generates a dunning name for this run. Here is where you will define the dunning levels and terms for which this run should be executed. In step 3, you will select the customers for the dunning run. Here, you can choose whether to include customers with credit or zero balance, or consider connected vendors in the process. To select the customers for dunning, click the Add button. Here, you can select a single customer code, a range of customers, a customer group, or utilize properties. For our purposes, I will click OK to select all. Once my table is populated, I can verify with the checkboxes and click Next. In step 4, you will define the posting date and due date ranges for the invoice selection. You can also define additional considerations for different document types and letter parameters. Step 5 provides a recommendation report for all of the selected customers and documents that fit the selection criteria from the previous steps. As the wizard suggests, in this step, you can set the date by which you expect payment from the customer, modify the relevant columns if necessary, and change the selection of invoices to be done if needed. Preview a specific dunning letter. You can click on the row containing the letter number and click Print Preview. When you are ready, click Next to continue. If you selected to automatically post interest or fees for the dunning letters, an additional Step 6 will appear to review the recommended service invoices. If not, the Dunning Wizard will skip this step and go directly to Step 7. In Step 7, you can choose your action item. Most companies will choose either of the last two options to successfully complete the dunning process. When you execute the dunning run, the overdue invoices and business partner master data records are updated to include the new dunning level and last dunning letter date. You can view a history of dunning letters and list of invoices in the Dunning History Report located within the business partners reports. Thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again for our next training session.